Welcome to the Temple of Surf, the podcast. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to share something close to my heart. We just launched the Temple of Surf apparel line. T-shirt, hoodies, caps and more, all inspired by the spirit of surfing and the stories we celebrate here. And if you have little ones who love the ocean, don't miss out our children book series available now on Amazon. Fun adventure about surfing, friendship and the sea. By supporting the books and apparel, you're also supporting the podcast and helping us to keep the surf culture alive for future generations. Mahalo! Today, on the Temple of Surf, the podcast, we travel to Brazil to meet a surfer who has chosen one of the most demanding paths in the ocean, big waves. Our guest is Michaela Fregonese, one of Brazil's rising forces in big wave surfing. In a sport that demands courage, discipline, and absolute respect for the sea, Michaela has carved their place in lineups where hesitation is not an option and commitment is everything. From her roots in Brazil's powerful coastline to charging some of the heaviest waves in the world, Michaela represents a new generation of water women redefining what is possible. Her journey is not only about size and power, but about mindset, preparation, resilience, and quiet work that happens long before the swell arrives. In this episode, we talk about the psychology of big wave surfing, the physical training behind it, the challenges of being a female athlete in extreme conditions, and what it truly feels to paddle into mountains of moving water knowing there is no turning back. This is a conversation about fear, respect and preparation and purpose. Please welcome from Brazil, big wave surfer Michaela Fregonese. Good afternoon, Michaela. Welcome to the show. Where are you today?
I'm Nazaré. I'm Portugal, Nazaré right now.
Yes, because the season has started, right? Like already.
Yes.
It's like when is officially starting season? Like November or October?
Yeah, the beginning of November, the end of October.
Okay, fantastic. So how the waves like in these days in Nazaré looks like they're getting big, yeah?
Yeah, December was fantastic. A lot of waves, many swells.
That's great. So you catch how many waves you catch per day? You know, like that's a curious.
But by towing, we can get like 10 waves or even more. But for paddle, it's less. One for a session, two.
Okay, but even if in tow-in you can get 10, one thing is like how many you can get. The other thing is the energy, right? Because even being behind like a jet ski, it's quite a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes, for sure. You need a lot of energy. Many waves and drives and pickups and rescues is a lot of movement in the water.
Definitely, definitely. Oh, there are many quick questions I would like to ask you today, but the first thing I ask everyone on the show is, in your opinion, what is the most important thing in surfing?
I think is the safe, yeah, to be saved all the time. So you need a good equipment, good vest, a good boards, a good team, everything, a good jet ski now. Everything you need 100% right to do a good session.
Yeah, in effect, you know, for the people that who doesn't know you, you are specialized in the big waves. So I'm sure you're talking about safety as like the first thing that comes up.
Yeah, it's true, huh?
It's very, very important. Yeah, of course, of course, of course. And
Yeah.
do you believe, like, since we are talking about big waves, that the ocean is choosing the waves that you're gonna surf, or do you? It's like you go out there and you catch everything, and doesn't matter if there is somebody above that decides how it's gonna be your day.
Yeah, it's true. Here for surfing, when you choose the waves, is because somehow the waves come to you, right? So it's a lot of spiritual things because sometimes you wait every day and the good waves never come to you. So it is like this. Sometimes it's your day and the right wave is gonna come for you, and sometimes not your day, so you're not gonna have any good waves. It depends.
I believe it's very spiritual, like there are so many stories about surfing and surfing big waves that somehow are connected to people above us, let's say, that decide, One of the most famous stories that comes up to my mind when we talk about big waves is the Eddie Aikau contest.
Uh-huh.
And there is the legend, that if you see a turtle on nearby, that is Eddie that is telling you to catch that wave because that was going to be the winning wave. It happened in the
Right.
past many times, even last time with the London McNamara, and I believe there is something like.
Spiritual, right?
They are spiritual, yes. I believe that. Then I don't know. We have to start from somewhere.
Right.
What was the best wave of your career? I'm sure maybe you're gonna tell me the one that you won, like the Big Wave Award, but
Right.
beyond that, beyond that, what was the best wave or the most meaningful one? Not necessarily had to be like a huge wave, but for you, very important.
I think is in 2019 the one that I got at that barrel at Jaws, because barrel is like fantastic. It's my favorite maneuver. And when I get barrel, I'm feeling so connecting with the ocean. And I think it's the best wave of my life was that barrel in 2019 at Jaws.
Yeah, I think, like for iconic for all of us surfers, like we look for that barrel all the time. It's like something
Yeah.
that it's in our mind. We have to. It's like to unlock the next level. It's like a Super Mario Bros. Video game.
Right.
You go back,
Yeah.
you unlock the next one, and then you go above. So
It's true, right.
yeah, I'm still playing beginner Super Mario. I don't know. And definitely, Jaws is it's a very iconic spot, location.
Uh,
And is that your favorite one? Because you travel all the world looking for big waves. So is Jaws your favorite, or you have something?
yes. I think Jaws is my favorite wave in the world for sure.
Nice, nice. And in Brazil, because you are Brazilian, what is your favorite spot?
Brazilian, I have so many favorite spots. At the beginning of my career, I spent a lot of time in Fernando de Noronha. It's a beautiful island in Brazil. Also, I love to surf in Rio. I love to surf Itacoatiara. I love to surf in Florianópolis, Joaquina. So I learned to surf in Matinhos, my hometown, close to Curitiba. So I have couple special places in Brazil that I love to surf.
Fantastic. For me, it's amazing to see like how many Brazilian surfers there are in the world at the highest level. Like from the tour to world champions to big wave. It's like I wish being Italian, I wish like there were so many Italians like that, but there is only one that is Leonardo Fioravanti, and then the rest of us are a little bit scattered
Yeah.
around the world. But anyway, if you see in the big waves, some Italians say hi from my side.
Yeah, I'm half Italian, so I can say that I represent Italy
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Yes, yes, you represent Italy. In effect, now that I'm thinking about it, there is a big wave surfer, Bianca Valenti, that she's in San Francisco, and she's charging quite. She has like a pink surfboard that is her.
Right.
And I interviewed her. In effect, yeah, like Italo-American. So you need to be Italo something.
Yeah, Italy Braziliana.
Okay. What does it take to catch big waves?
Do you mean about like
It's about
emotional?
It's about courage, it's about psychology, it's about positioning, it's about preparation, it's about training, it's about, I don't know, anything. How do you want to answer?
I think for surf big wave, first of all, you must love what you do because it's very seriously. When you surf big waves, you need to concentrate to don't fall and concentrate. If you fall, support that situation. So the mind should be so like calm and don't stress, because if you get panic, you can die. So it's a lot of things that combination with like emotional, with the body. You have to train a lot to be prepared to surf big waves, and also it's a very expensive sport, so we need a lot of money to surf big waves, otherwise you're not gonna have jet skis and equipment and pilots and everything. So yeah, it's a lot of things that you must have to surf big waves. It's not an easy sport for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. Nobody said that is easy. In effect,
Yeah.
everybody, when you guys, you girls are surfing down those like giant monsters of water, like everyone, is impressed. I was
Yeah.
flying with my kid, in the airplane, and he was looking at watching cartoon, and me, I discovered that was the documentary 100-foot wave of Gareth McNamara,
Uh-huh.
and suddenly my kid that is like 7 years old stop watching his cartoon and look at my screen, and say, wow, daddy, these are fantastic waves. And I said, like, yeah, imagine
Mhm.
to distract from a kid, look from cartoon to big wave, you need to be
Right.
something like extraordinary. In effect,
Yeah, for sure.
it is. And as you said, it's costly a lot, because of course every surfer needs to buy a surfboard, needs to buy a swimsuit, needs to buy a leash, whatever. But you have also other costs, like the jet ski and the petrol that goes in the jet ski and the safety equipment and the person that tows you in all the time. All this is like is not given if you don't have like sponsor. It's gonna be a very difficult journey.
Yeah.
How easy or how difficult is to get sponsor?
In Brazil, it's difficult because the money compared in euros, it's less. So for me, all the time I'm here, I spend a lot of money because our money is like so poor compared to euros. So it's very difficult. Last year I got so lucky to get that wave at Jaws and won the big wave challenge that helped me with money. But this year I don't get any wave good enough to win. So I hope I get, because it will help me in my money
Yeah, of course.
investment here, because it's difficult, very difficult.
If a person wins the Big Wave Award, like you have done in 2024, financially is a big help to
It's
continue.
not the dream, but it helps.
Okay.
It helps a little bit for sure.
Yeah, everything helps for sure in
Yeah, any money, any support, any sponsor, it's help for sure.
Hi, we'll get back to the conversation in just a moment, but I would like to remind you that the Temple of Surf is more than a podcast. We created an apparel line inspired by surf culture, from tees and hoodies to caps, so you can carry the spirit of the ocean wherever you go. And if you have kids, check out our surf-inspired children book series on Amazon, fun stories that bring the magic of the sea to life for young readers. By supporting these projects, you're helping us keep surf culture alive and growing. Now, let's get back to the show. How do you see, as a woman,
like in the big wave, like there are other fantastic women, like I don't know, Justine Dupont or Maya Caballera. There are like fantastic chasers or challengers, right? How do you see from a big wave perspective the development or the evolution of women surfing? Do you see more and more women approaching the big wave surfing than before, or it's something like very limited? Share with me because I don't know.
I think it starts to grow now, more big wave surfers. Not so many here in Nazaré because here it's more difficult about like the logistic is a lot of money and everything, you know. We just need a lot of support that costs a lot. So maybe that's why the women's don't show up a lot here, you know. But in Hawaii, we can see many women surf big waves because there it's easier. You just get your board and go paddle. You don't need a lot of support. You don't need a lot because there is a lot of channel in the big waves. So we can just go, you know. So it's easier in Hawaii than here. And I think that's why more girls over there than here.
Yeah, I see what you mean. In effect, it was actually there's been radical changes over there in Hawaii on the woman surfing big waves. I'm thinking about the
Yeah.
Pipeline Masters a few years ago that finally opened to women. The Adiakau invitational we were saying before finally open to women, and I think this can inspire new generations of women to get out there, and challenge, the ocean and the beautiful waves. I think maybe as more
Yes.
people are out there, more young people, they look at you, for instance, and they get inspired by your surfing. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Sure.
I have maybe a philosophical question. Do you think that big wave surfing is more a battle with the ocean or a conversation, something like between you and the ocean during that time that belongs only to you when you're catching that wave? It's more, it's a bit philosophical, but it's more like a battle, a fight with the ocean, like you against the ocean, or is more like a conversation, something like I'm with the ocean, I'm in that spot, it's only me and the ocean, and I'm going with it for it. What you think?
For sure it's not a fight with the ocean. You never fight with the ocean.
Okay.
Only the only time you fight with the ocean is when you having a wipeout, a bad wipeout, and you have to survive, you know. But when you get the wave, is you with the ocean. The ocean help you for sure. You just like be grateful for the ocean because you are in synchronized with the ocean, you know. You with the ocean, not against the ocean.
Yeah. I guess the ocean is so big for all of us that we don't want to fight it. It's a lost
No,
battle.
not at all. Not at all.
Has to be our best friend, right? But
Yes.
but we don't treat it as such. Like if we think about, like all the pollution, we think about all the things that we do against the marine ecosystem and all of that, we don't really treat the ocean nice. Maybe
Yeah.
there's a little bit more from all of us, to be better, to be more, to be more friendly, right? Um,
Yes.
so you are in Nazaré, so the season will last, I think, another 3 months, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So how is your typical day over there?
I used to training outside in the water, maybe go to the gym if it's not is a wave. And I go lunch and the place here like Esmeralda because it's very cheap. And It's a super easy life, like simple life, you know. We don't do too much things. I used to work a lot in my travel agency. So I work in the computer. When I don't work the computer, I'm training. When I'm not training, I'm surfing. And my son is here with me, but he's live in Braga because he plays soccer over there. So if I go there, he comes here at the weekends, spend the weekends with me. So yeah, it's like this.
It's nice, like to live, with the what's it called, the weather, the swell, how do you call it, the system, that gives you all the winds and all the way, and then when that arrives, basically there is no more work, sun, training, lunch.
Yeah, I
You
know.
just
Sure. True.
you just go.
Yeah, we focus on the big wave only.
Until in this season, who catch the biggest wave so far?
Yes, I think the day of the big wave challenge was big, and all the girls that participated of the contest was lucky because they got a big wave, you know, because the contest was on the biggest day of the season. So yeah, I surfed the day before, but it was raining. I got a big wave, but the image is kind of dark because it was raining, you know. So yeah, I hope a lot of big waves come, then I can try my best and surf biggest wave.
In your opinion, who is the most promising woman in big wave surfing today? Like young,
For sure, it's Justine Dupont. She's the best.
she's the best. That for sure. That,
Yeah.
but I was asking promising in the sense like maybe somebody young that is like making her way up to the ranks of big woman surfer, big wave woman surfer.
I think, sorry, I don't know the names of the girls, but I think there is some girls that show up that you will be charging a lot.
Yes, okay, you see them, but it's still like some of them they are like unknown, right? It's like
No, because I don't know the names. I'm not so good of the names, but
no problem.
but I know it is some good girls, you know.
No problem. I am not so good with the names and birthdays also. That actually is my. It's I get it. I take a lot of shit from my family about that because I never remember.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
No, don't
Me
worry.
too.
Don't worry about that. Okay. And what is the surfboard that you are? What are the surfboards that you are using for surfing big waves? Do you have like a special connection with a shaper? What do you usually surf?
I used to surf with the Pacelli and tried other boards like Dylan. As paddle, I surf with Kronig. But I open my mind to surf with any shaper, you know. I'm not like only one shaper. I like to try many shapers. No problem.
Ah, okay. Still,
Yeah.
I thought you were like very loyal to one shaper, like usually people
No.
are, but no, you're still in the trial phase, like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. And so looking forward, like if you have to say what will be your next target or achievement that you're looking for.
I try to find a sponsor for my documentary. So I hope we can find this sponsor to make a good video for my documentary of my life, you know. And of course, I want to get biggest waves that I got until today. I would like to serve Jaws in this season. So yeah, many goals.
Yeah, many goals, definitely. And so the documentary is still like something, a project, or somehow you started to shoot already few things. It's a few.
Sorry.
The documentary is something that you will work in the future, or you already started to shoot something.
I'm working more in the future.
Okay, more in the future. Okay, no, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We will cross the fingers, like we say, and we hope it will become very, very soon.
Thank
Michaela, there are like 6 questions, very fast,
Uh-huh.
that I ask
Uh-huh.
everyone on the show. Please answer the first thing that comes up to your mind, okay?
Okay.
The best surfboard that you ever rode.
I think it's Pacelli that I got the berry jaws.
Favorite surfer, favorite woman surfer of all time.
I think it's Justine.
Justine. Big wave. And not big wave?
Not big wave. I think Kelly Slater.
Of course, he's the goat.
Yeah.
Personal question. Your favorite song or kind of music?
I like the electronic lounge like this.
Okay, nice. Has to be something with the power, right?
Yeah.
Favorite surf spot, if it's not a secret?
Favorite Jaws.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I thought you were answering something in Brazil, but okay, Joe's, of course. Favorite shaper of all time?
I think it's the same Pacelli.
Okay, great. You will be very happy. And the last question is a little bit unusual. I ask everyone on the show. I would like to know your best relationship advice. With relationship can be relationship with the ocean, friendship, romantic. The way you want to answer, I'll take it. No problem.
I think it is like to be a positive person and keep going like this, because it's hard. And nowadays you keep like a mental emotion, like positive in all the situation.
I totally agree with you, but you see, at the end, it applies also to surfing as well, right? You need to be positive. You need to look for,
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm asking, not because I'm just crazy, but because there is a connection also with surfing, and I think as surfers, we see the ocean the most. We see more ocean than our family. We see more ocean than our friends. We see more ocean than everything.
Sure.
So everything
True.
applies also in a way to the ocean. Thank you, Michaela.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for
Thank
being with me.
you.
And I look forward to see you soon.
Thank you for inviting me for this, okay? And
Obrigado.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Obrigado, grazie.
Thank you.
Grazie
Prego.
mille.
Ciao, ciao. Hi, it's me again. I hope you enjoyed our today's episode. If you want to know more about us, please follow www.thetempleofsurf.com and all our social media. Mahalo!